Understanding interval notation. This is just a way to describe the answer to your inequality using two numbers. You put your low number on the left, your high number on the right. Now you're either going to have a bracket or a parenthesis on either side. If you just have greater than or less than, you're using parentheses. This is like your open dot when you're graphing it on a number line. If you have greater than, equal to, or less than or equal to, you use a bracket. That's like your closed dot on a number line. All right, if you have either infinity symbol, you always have a parenthesis beside it. So let's look at some examples. If I have x greater than 2, how would that look like on a number line? There would be 2. You'd have an open circle to the right. So your interval, you put your lowest number, which is 2, on the left. Since it goes out to infinity, this is positive. This always has a parenthesis, and since this is greater than, this has a parenthesis. All right, less than 2 means that 2 is going to be your largest number, so it goes on the right. Negative infinity goes on the left. All right, since this is infinity, it always has a parenthesis. Since this is just less than, it has a parenthesis. All right, let's look at negative 2. What would that look like on a number line? Greater than negative 2 would be an open circle off to the right. So in interval format, negative 2 is the lowest number. The greatest number is positive infinity. Since this is infinity, it's a parenthesis. Since this is just greater than, it's a parenthesis. All right, let's look at x is greater than or equal to 2. You're still going to have, let's look at it on a number line. Where would greater than or equal to? You would have a solid dot off to the right. So in your interval, the left-hand number is 2. It goes into infinity. This will be a parenthesis because it's infinity. This is going to be a bracket because you have the equals to. Now this one is inverted. It's easier sometimes if you put the x on the left, so that's what I do. Now if the little n points to the variable here, then when you flip it, you have to flip that sign. So now it's easier to graph. All right, for x less than 2, you're going to start here at negative infinity, and it's going to stop at positive 2 there. Now, if you have a 3-part, then you're still going to have two numbers in here. This number will be your left side, your lowest number. Your highest number goes here. All right, since this is less than or equal to, we have a bracket. Since this is just less than, we have a parenthesis.